My name is Andrew Aycock, and this is my presentation on electronic learning trends. Electronic learning trends are tools and devices and software and things used today to further one's education, to bring information available to them, um, used to better schools, used to just better education. They're learning devices, learning software, um, things that are really helping schools, really helping people to become more educated. They vary in different kinds, from audio to video, from personal to professional, easy to do, hard to do. Electronic learning trends right now are very popular in the world for education, for learning, for use in companies to educate their employees more. Um, I decided to pick 5 examples of electronic learning trends that I thought were more relevant to education, more relevant to schools. And those 5 trends that I decided to choose are open source and open source software, online education, digital books, podcasting, and wireless technology, wireless devices. I'd like to talk a little bit about each example and give you some examples of those and just explain a little bit more what they are and how they are relevant towards education in schools. The first one is open source. As you can see, the first thing about open source is that it is free. This is free software, free technology that's out there. It can be loaded via the internet. Every school can go and download this software and use it. There's no reason for it to for a school to say they can't use it or have the newest software, because open source is free. It's out there. It's for schools. It's for people, and schools should take advantage of it. It's also the newest technology that's out there. It's still kind of new. It's still relevantly new. So therefore, students can use it. They can adapt it. They can change it. This encourage they encourage you to change their software to make it better. So this really enables students to think and to take it to the next level and to try to improve it and what have you. Open source software is a wonderful tool that's out there now. It's great for schools, great for businesses, great for government. It's a very useful electronic learning trend. I have a couple of examples listed here of open source software, and also have a URL link to one uh, example of open source software that is very useful. So if you want to check it out and download your own, feel free to do so. Our next example is online education. Online education is very convenient. It's a very fast growing thing right now. A lot of people are using it. Schools are using it. Online education can be used through schools for summer school programs to keep students connected during the summer, during Christmas break, things like that. They can use it. Students can use it to get it more advanced through learning and to get ahead of other classmates and stuff by using online education. A lot of grown people use online education to better themselves, to get a better job, to get a better education. It's a very fast growing area right now. It's convenient for people that work, that live in this fast paced world that we live in, and it's the going thing. I even have some examples of online education listed here: DeVry University, even UAM, and the most popular right now is probably the University of Phoenix institution, and I have a link for it. So feel free to go to their website and check them out. You might need a little online education. My next example is digital books. This is also a growing electronic learning trend right now. It is very useful for schools because now all these books, different books, are available on digital software so that they can be downloaded and used through the school. Um, it's a vast availability of different things out there right now for that. It could save the schools lots of money by using digital books. The upfront cost might be a little bit more by buying all the devices and things to upload digital books, but in the long run, it's going to save the school money. You don't have to worry about wear and tear on the books or students losing books anymore or anything like that. So you just upload the software and there it is. So this could save schools a lot of money. It's also less space. Digital space is a whole lot less than physical space. So therefore, you wouldn't have to add a new library or dispose of books anymore. You can actually store them all, and then they would be readily available. So that's a good thing. I've got a couple of examples of digital books. Really, the devices that run them, the Nook and the Kindle. These are two popular things. iPads right now are very popular, so a lot of schools are going to that. But that's two examples of digital books for you right there. And our next example of a learning trend, electronic learning trend, is podcasting. And podcasting's been around a while. It's probably the used most in schools, or has been used most in schools. It's simple and easy. Schools benefit greatly from this because teachers can download lectures. They can or podcast a lecture. They can do interviews with guest speakers. You can do the news bulletin through a podcast, and podcasts are really useful in schools. Students benefit from them because number one, it's audio. Podcasting is audio, and people learn differently through different senses. And with being audio, maybe some kids can retain the podcast or the information from the podcast a lot more. Another useful thing is it kind of encourages kids to get involved in media, like a radio broadcast, and this can really help students become more media involved and what have you. So I've got a couple of examples of podcasting or devices used for podcasting: iPods, MP3 players, things like that. Also, I chose podcasting to show you a video of how to make a podcast and how simple it really is, and the things you can do to manipulate it a little bit to have it sound good and all that. So we'll take a minute to listen to the video or watch the video of how to make a podcast.
Welcome to TinkerNut.com's videocast. For video tutorial requests, please submit those at TinkerNut.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a podcast. What we'll need for this video is a microphone, of course, and a computer to go with that, some audio editing software, a website or hosting service that you can upload your podcast to, and an RSS feed. So for the software, what we're going to do is download a free program called Audacity, because it can run on Windows, Mac, or Linux. So just go to the Audacity website or search for it on Google and download it. Now, while you're at this website, another thing that you're going to want to do is download the MP3 encoder. And this is going to allow you to save your podcasts as MP3s. And what you want to do is after it's downloaded, you want to extract it to the plugins folder in Audacity. So just open up Program Files, go to Audacity, and select the plugins folder to extract it to. And then you'll have MP3 capabilities. So now you can open up Audacity and then record your podcast, and then you can do things such as cut, trim different sections of it. You can select all of it and remove any background noise. First you'll have to take a sample of it, and then you can go to noise removal and select what's best for you. You can preview it, and then once you've got it the way you want it, just click remove noise. And then the next thing you can do is also normalize it, which makes it even so that there's not really any spikes in audio. And I'm just going to remove a little bit more here. Get all the blank areas out, and now I can export it as an MP3 file. And I'm just going to create a name for it and then save it. And then this will also allow you to add tags to the MP3 file, which is just information about the MP3 encoded into the file itself. And if you want to create more detailed tags, you can download the MP3 tag, and it will allow you to add pictures and more information and stuff like that. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to upload our podcast to the internet. Poddango.com is a great hosting provider to do this. It allows you to upload your podcast, and then it also creates a great distribution format. If you have a WordPress account, you can download a program called PodPress, which is a WordPress add-in that allows you to upload and also add podcasting to your WordPress account. And then another great website is called easypodcast.com, and this is a program that allows you to create your very own RSS feeds that are completely customized instead of having a website do it for you. Another website is called podcast.com, and this rolls everything into one. This allows you to record, publish, and upload your podcast directly from this website. So it's a great all-in-one website. And then the last thing you want to do, of course, is submit your podcast to a search engine. And this will let you gain exposure with your podcast. And this is a great website with some great links to allow you to do that. Well, that's it for this tutorial. For more, go to tinkernut.com.
Our next example is wireless devices, wireless technology. These are probably the most popular things going right now. Almost everybody has some type of wireless technology, a smartphone, laptop, PC. Wireless technology and wireless devices are great for schools. They're great for students. iPads, iPhones. Students can download information on the school bus. They can take these home, download information. Use these at school, use these at home. Wireless devices pretty much tie in most of the electronic learning trends. They're the devices used to upload and use these electronic learning trends. All the software and things that are out there right now are all run on these wireless devices. So, like I say, they're very popular, they're very plentiful, they're very easy to use. I don't know where society would be right now without these wireless devices and wireless technology. So I have a couple of examples listed there, some iPods, iPads, Kindles. There's plenty wireless devices and wireless technology available today. In conclusion, electronic learning trends are great for education. Schools can use them. Anybody can use them. Schools, universities, the general public at home. I mean, they're great for furthering your education, furthering the kids' education. We just need to understand them and use more of them and get more involved in the schools using electronic learning trends. And they are everywhere. They can be used everywhere, and they are a very useful resource for everyone today. Thank you.